Tiago, this is Coach Scott here. I'm with my son Nathan, and he's going to help us demonstrate what we need to do, the plan moving forward. I want to encourage this first. The first thing out of my mouth is going to be this. What we're about to do today is your blueprint and plan moving forward over the next 20 years of your life, if you can imagine that. I know it's challenging to think a day ahead, but you're going to go back to this video when you're on tour in the South American tour and you're struggling a little bit. You go back to this video and you'll get it right back on track. So the blueprint never changes. That's what's really cool about this. There isn't more to learn. You just improve on the blueprint. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple terms that I need you to get familiar with. The first term I'm going to use is called stacked. And here's what I'm referring to. These are the references. When Nathan is standing in his anatomical natural position, a neutral position, you're going to see that his chin, his sternum, and his tailbone, or we could say your belly button or navel, you'll see how those are directly on top of each other. That's what we call a neutral stacked position. Okay, we're going to need to understand that. Now, if I say Nathan's in a strong position, we're going to talk about how the sternum and chin are now angled away from the target and the tailbone's over here. If I say Nathan's in a weak position, you're going to see how the sternum and chin are angled towards the target and the sternum or the tailbone and belly button's over here. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to start learning how to get stacked on the golf ball when we're hitting our irons, because that's the shot we're talking about right now in the technique, how to hit your irons better. Okay, Tiago, so I am going to show you what your body is doing when you strike the ball at impact, how your body looks. Now remember, your body looks like this because it's only responding athletically to what the club is doing. So we're going to work on in this session, we're going to get you started moving the club more in balance, more correctly, and then your body is going to learn, and we're going to blend that in, how to move a little differently. Nathan's going to demonstrate why you hit all your poor shots. So I'm about to tell you, you don't ever have to say, Dad, why did that slice? Why did that hook? Why did I top it? This is the reason why. Okay, Nate, go ahead and demonstrate. Set up to the golf ball. Let's go swing back to the top there. Really overdo it. Okay, come down into the ball, into impact. Okay, my friends, so you're going to see here this position, when you're at impact, the best ball strikers in the world are more stacked. Okay, they actually are stacked and favor their left side at impact. That's going to help you compress the ball. But if you look at Nathan's chin, it's over here, sternum is here, and his tailbone and belly button are over here. So he is in what we call an extremely strong position. That is going to cause a lot of issues with your strike and flight and ball performance. You could hit a lottery of different things. Nathan's going to demonstrate a more correct impact. This is where our goal is. This is our bullseye of our iron swing. You're going to compress the golf ball. Your body's going to be stacked. A word you might hear or read or somebody's going to teach you, it's called covering the ball with your chest. Okay, watch Nathan demonstrate this. So go to the top, Nate. Come to impact. Please let that trigger. All right, now you're going to see something different. Nathan's chin, sternum, and his tailbone or belly button are all on top of each other. Okay, and what you get from there, look at how the grip is leading the club head, compressing the ball. When you get in this stacked position, weight left, slightly open with the body, that manages the face the path of the club and the angle of attack. So you just hit pure penetrating ball flight. This is where we're going to get you. This is our goal eventually. Okay, Tiago, let me show you from this angle what the problem is. Again, why the ball flight, the dispersion is poor, and you hit some foul balls. Okay, watch this. So Nate's going to swing to the top. Okay, come down just past impact. Let it go, let it go. All right, so what we see here, this is the forward bend of his spine. And we want the shoulders, hips, and knees rotating on a 90-degree angle to that. And what you're going to see, look at his shoulders, how tilted they are, how flat his hips are, and how level his knees are. Okay, so now Nathan's going to demonstrate the correct impact, or just past impact. Okay, come back, through. Okay, now here's the forward bend of his spine. Look at this. Shoulders, hips, and knees all in the same tilt, rotating around that forward bend. That's how you're going to hit the ball more consistently and save your body over a period of time. We don't want any injuries at a young age. All right, Tiago, now we're going to learn how to improve your technique. I'm starting with the most important part. This is a non-negotiable. Cannot skip over this. Nathan is going to demonstrate how to grip the club properly, how to position his arm, and how to set up with the left-hand grip. So you're going to learn firstly how to swing the club in balance, so later on we can learn how to get that body moving correctly. Okay, so watch Nathan do this drill. So he's going to hold the club up here in his right hand, right directly in front of him at a 45-degree angle. Now he's going to place his left hand on there in his fingers, directly down in his fingers. Then he's going to finish the grip with his thumb and connect his thumb and his forefinger. There's an arrow on that glove that he's looking at that he's going to be able to see points towards his right shoulder. Anything outside the right shoulder is too strong. Anything near the chin is too weak. So that arrow points in this direction. Okay? Now with an extended arm, he's just going to drop his extended arm down to his body and then get it in a playing position. So what you're going to see there, when he's set up there, he looks like the club head straight up to his left shoulder is a straight line, and that arrow points in the direction of his right shoulder. Do that one more time, Nate. Do it at your speed. So right hand in the fingers, finish the thumb, check it. Okay, connect the straight arm to the body, drop it down to a playing position. Perfect. All right, Tiago, this is the drill I want you to practice in your backyard, wherever you can. What you're going to notice is we've got some shrubs behind us here. We're going to use that as a barrier to govern the radius we swing the club on. So we want to make sure that we're going to do this exercise we're about to do, but without hitting the shrubs, okay? So what we're looking at here with Nathan, when we look down here, you can see that if we look at this part of his arm and this part of his arm, it's very neutral. We see the same amount of this part, same amount of this part. When you're set up with your grip and arms, we see much more of this part. Again, my term is that is a strong position. That's not going to allow the forearm to rotate, get the club in balance, and the face in balance. So we've got to get our arm in this anatomically neutral position. Sometimes I say this is more the white part, this is the brown part. We want an equal amount. If you'd ever played volleyball before, you want to feel like you have volleyball arms. Okay, we'd never hit a volleyball with our arms strong. All right, so Nathan's going to grip it correctly. He's going to touch his left forearm here. And all he's going to do, He's going to keep this left arm extended, nice and straight, and he's going to make a letter L without hitting those shrubs. Go ahead, Nay. So what you're going to see here, Tiago, left arm and shaft form a letter L. Left arm is extended, and he didn't hit the shrubs, so he's not overly wide like that. Okay, so do that again, Nay. Let me watch that. So just touch that forearm so you feel it rotating. That's excellent, Nay. Do it again. Tiago, you can do this, as we say in America, till the cows come home. Okay. This view, Tiago, what we're going to try to do, again, the same concept. Left arm's in a neutral position. Arm is connected to body. The back of your arm, the tricep connects. Now Nathan's going to swing it back to that L. And what you're going to notice, the T in the end of the grip is going to point just inside the golf ball. So there's a parameter. If your shaft is a little here, that's okay. At the ball, just inside is ideal. If it points in between your toes and the ball, that's okay. Ideal is pointing the T just inside the ball. Okay, do that again, Nay. Keep the bicep close. All right, one other thing you're going to notice is how close his arm stayed to his body. That's something that's very important. Do this where your arm's away, Nay, where it's the biceps separates. Look at this gap here. Okay, that loss of connection is going to disrupt the synchronization that we want, where we want our arms and body working as a team. This drill, Tiago, if you can learn to grip it correctly with your left hand and train your left wrist and left arm to make an L on the correct radius, you only have to be as wide as your left arm is long, and you point that T inside the golf ball, I promise you, son, that you're 50% of the way on the journey to your success of ball striking. Okay, the last bit to this, we're going to add our right hand grip. So Nathan's going to place his left hand on there, check it, make sure the arrow points to his shoulder, arms extended. Now he's simply just going to place his right hand to where he covers the left thumb, and he's going to look at the V between his thumb and forefinger, and he's going to notice that that's going to point up in this direction as well, somewhere between his chin and his right shoulder. Okay, so now set up to the golf ball, Nay. What you're going to see here, that V points directly up here. Get a really strong grip with the right hand. Strong, that's weak. Tiago, yours is more in this position where that V points outside your shoulder. Okay, so put it back in position. Now, what's really important, you're going to focus on your left wrist, left arm, how the arm rotates, how the wrist hinges to make an L. The right arm is very simple. You're going to feel that it's connected to your body. Where I'm touching his tricep is connected. You're just going to let your right arm fold and stay connected when you do this. So go back to that L, Nay. Beautiful. Again. Not so far. You don't have to go that far. Just as high, just to where the T points. Beautiful. Just like that. Do it again. Keep getting that feel. Left forearm rotates, wrist hinge. Right elbow stays, right arm stays connected. All right. Okay, Tiago, now we got everything set. We've trained our grip. That's in the right position in our fingers with the line at the shoulder. The right hand, the V points at the right shoulder or inside the right shoulder. We have volleyball arms. Our arms are extended and connected. We've got all the structure we need. So now you're going to make some practice swings where when you finish, all you're going to do, Nay's going to demonstrate, you're just going to finish in a position where the T points back at your body. Okay? Get used to swinging like this, feel comfortable. Then you could put a wiffle ball down or a sponge ball, or you said ping pong ball. So watch how Nathan's gonna do this. Let's imagine he has a ball on the floor. He's gonna rehearse the feeling a couple times, and then he's gonna put it in motion. So let's see it, Nate. Feeling it, feeling the club in balance. Awesome, hold it there, that is terrific. And you just see how that tee points right back to his body. Nate, thank you very much. All right, Tiago, I hope this helps. Really simple, really simple. If I could add one more drill, if you go to the range, you could do something like this. Just put your feet together, okay? And we call this, grab a short club. We call this just feet together, L's to L's. We're kind of taking the body out. It's not gonna fall off balance and move around quite the way yours does. Nate, just do an L to L and chip it off a tee. Beautiful, again. Beautiful. Fantastic.